friends, it's cold, but we don't care because we are here for the EPCOT International Festival of the Arts. This is our favorite festival at EPCOT, and we're going to show you all the things that we love about being here.
Welcome to the journey.
After coming to the Festival of Arts last year, we knew we wanted to come back, but we were very surprised at how much is changing at EPCOT. As you may have been able to tell from the video, there's lots of construction barriers that have been set up in EPCOT. And fortunately, that hasn't impacted the Festival of the Arts because most of that takes place in or around the World Showcase. So once you make your way past the construction areas, you reach the tents and the exhibition areas that have been set up for the display of the artwork by the various artists. So one of the reasons that we really enjoy this festival is because it's an opportunity to see lots of amazing artwork that's done by artists from all over the world, but specifically for and about Disney. And you not only get to see the works of art that they've done and all of the different kinds of art that these artists have done, but you also get to meet them and talk to them. A few of them participate in workshops where you can learn how they create their art and how you can actually create art of a similar style. There's no other setting that we're aware of where you have so many artists and so much artwork available for you to look at and purchase. You can purchase anything from an original to a print to a postcard of whatever artwork you like. Our favorite thing to do is to meet and talk to the artists about their artwork.
Have you ever been to the Wonderground Gallery in either downtown Disney at Disneyland or Disney Springs in Orlando? Wonderground is a place for new and upcoming artists to display Disney art. When it opened in 2012, it was a real different art experience, very contemporary, very abstract, and really different art than we had seen from other places. Now, some of my favorite art is from the artists at Wonderground Gallery. They had 2 tents for the Arts Festival, and the first artist that we talked to goes by the name of Macbeth. I asked him how he got into the Tiki Art Scene.
You know, I think it was my friend. I didn't know Tiki was such a big thing until about 13 years ago. I mean, I grew up going to it was Sam's Seafood when I was growing up, and then it became Don's in Huntington Beach. And I always knew about vintage tiki stuff, because my grandfather was in World War II. I didn't know there was a whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
So somebody took me to Tiki Oasis in San Diego 13 years ago. It was like, everybody here's the biggest nerd I've ever seen, and I love it. Because they're all dressed the same, wearing cabana outfits. And there was, because I've always been in the car scene, I have a 54 Chevy, so I would always go to the car shows. Everybody's trying to act too cool everywhere you go. And then the Tiki crowd, they all like to drink, they all like to have fun, and then they all like to talk to each other. I'm like, oh, this is my jam.
Okay.
I'm digging this. And then the art, I fell in love with that. Because I'm already really into mid-century art and everything, and then that just kind of
goes right along with it.
So, that's just kind of how I got into it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I wondered because did you grow up going to Hawaii a lot? It's interesting to hear what people and obviously you do amazing stuff. I've gotten stuff off your website and everything else. But what do you usually write
I usually just cite it. I usually just, it's either on the mat, it might be better on the mat.
Yeah. And maybe say aloha or
try to write it like the way I wrote it there.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
Okay, friends, I just went and talked to Macbeth. He is an amazing artist that's been around for a while, does a lot of Tiki, Polynesian-inspired art. But this year, for the Arts Festival, he's done 2 of these villains pieces. These are the first villain pieces that he's done, and he said that he was really surprised. Usually he does his art and Disney loves it and doesn't have any issues with it, but they were very, very protective of the 2 queens. So we've got the Wicked Queen, Snow White, and Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. So he said that he had to do about 4 different versions, especially of Maleficent, so that they would sign off on the differences that aren't in the movie. So for instance, in here she's got this mirror, and Maleficent didn't have a mirror in the movie, and so it took about 3 times for him to draw this, to get it so that Disney would okay the mirror. He loves green, and he really loves purple and green, he said. And so he kept trying to get a really good balance between the 2. First he said he had purple up here, he said green up here, and then he had switched around because he just didn't like the way that they looked. He also, on the fireplace, he had a completely different fireplace, more like a 50s mid-century one, and Disney said no, and so he ended up making it look like a coffin instead, so that at least it had some character. So the whole idea behind these prints are the queens are putting on their makeup, and it's pretty hard to see. Here she's got some lipstick going, but again, because that was such a different concept and not something they do in the movie, he just had to show Disney that he could do a really good job of it, and they finally signed off on it. And these are the only 2 villains he's done. Doesn't have any anticipation of doing any more right now. Another thing that he said was, I asked him who his favorite artists are, and or who he's inspired by. Mary Blair, Rolly Crump, and Shag, and he actually has gotten to meet Rolly Crump and get to know him in the last few months, which is a really cool opportunity. Another day, I took back a piece of art that we had purchased at the Disney Springs Wonderground and asked him if there was anything special about this art. I usually try to ask the artists if there's a story or something that inspired them, and he said that when he was doing this piece, his wife found out that she was expecting their baby boy. And so to sort of commemorate that, he put the mother elephant giving the bath to the baby elephant. It's not in the Jungle Cruise attraction, but he put it in to celebrate the new addition to their family.
Cheryl. Just trying to get these out. I love your art. So I'd like to know, I was trying to look through this, and it's sort of a combination of both arts.
Yes. Just world and land.
Do they ask you to do this, or do you just come up with ideas and just submit them, and then and like say we love it? And
yes. The beautiful thing about a gallery is it's just open. So when the festival came around again, you just submit sketches of what you've been into, what you think you'd like to try, and I did design merchandise for the company full time.
Oh, you do?
So I draw a lot of world and land icons all the time.
You
Now
know,
that she's on her
the ones this year that sort of looks like a map and
I
it's
didn't do
going
this
up.
year's, I did the
Okay.
previous collection.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So with
got
this
caught up in
piece, I
that.
was like, I'm just gonna combine all my favorites into one. I was like, I don't need to be
Yeah,
locked
because the first
in.
I'm like looking at it and then I'm like, okay, it's Disneyland's Castle,
Yeah.
but it's the Orange Bird.
Sunny Eclipse
Yeah,
every
right.
year.
And so then my husband's like, no, it's Disney World. And I'm like, no, it's
both.
Disneyland. And then it's like, it's both.
You both
It's
are right.
like
They're
the
both.
best of both
Both,
worlds.
Yeah.
So, can you sign my, like, right to Cheryl on it? And it's
Spell it right.
CHERYL. And then can we do this one to Adam?
ADAM.
Yes.
I get so much anxiety with names. I'm like,
Oh, I
please
know,
don't
because you
mess
think
this
it's
up.
a normal one and it's not,
I know,
right?
there's like one letter off.
And then, what's your favorite color?
Teal.
Okay,
Teal's
because you can
definitely-
always,
Yes.
I love asking that because you can see it in the people's art so much.
Teal is always a good choice.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
And you know, that's fun because it adds, most of the time that adds a color that you would not normally see in that art.
Right. My favorite color palette, I like to do teal and red. It's like such a bold combination. So it doesn't work for everything, but you know, try to
So
include
what
it.
merchandise is in the park, or right now that I would see of yours?
So Starbucks, the new collection that
Okay.
came out, and we're on the tumblers that are selling now. I know Epcot's a little funny because of the construction, so
Right.
I don't know where the merch is, but we're working on those.
This next artist that we were able to talk to is Jason Ratner, and he is known for a huge amount of detail that he puts into his work. As you take a look at this Snow White picture, from the animals to Seven Dwarfs to basically the whole movie condensed into this beautiful piece of art, we were really excited to be able to purchase this. Unfortunately, this tent is right next to the Germany Pavilion, and they had music going periodically during the day, and we were not able to get Jay's voice clear enough in this video. One of the things I love about Wonderground Art is that for many of their pieces, they offer 5x7 postcards, and it gives you the opportunity for very little money to be able to purchase these beautiful pieces of art. You see here, Jay is signing my postcard of this Sorcerer Mickey. I also purchased the Sorcerer Mickey because it was such an amazing piece of art. And just in case you're wondering, I did ask what his favorite color is, and it is navy blue.
Yeah, it's Tarzan. Nobody goes as far as
This is so cool because it's such a neat,
It's an iconic.
historic
And it's funny because there are a few things that are sort of the iconic attractions,
Yeah.
but that Disney World has that we don't have anymore. And you
Yeah.
sort of referenced all of those, except for this, which is still here.
Yeah.
Then you've got this, which
Right.
is no longer, but everybody loves.
that is cool.
Is there anything spectacular about this that you were
The only thing is
impressed
that
to do?
I put hidden Mickeys in all of them. I don't know if you can find
Oh, okay, good to
So
know.
there are hidden Mickeys in this. Some of them are easier to see than others. This one is a lot of
Yeah. Oh, that's the fun part. You just
Yeah.
sit there. On the way home, I'll
Yeah.
get my postcards out.
But I always loved this show because when I came here in '85 to Epcot. I remember this, and I got a stuffed toy of the tornado. Wish I don't know how to know.
Oh.
I would love that.
Mom,
Still have
you
it.
really want
Yeah.
tomato.
you probably
It
got
was. It was definitely the original. Was definitely.
Yeah,
the
I never
cute
saw
one.
Food Rock, so I never had the
So-
second one. That's still over there.
last night because I was thinking maybe you did your little boy as the little bear.
Oh, when that sits on the side, he's not in there. In this one. I couldn't fit him in there. Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so anything like
No,
fun
just
or-
the hidden Mickey in this one. That's pretty much it. Like, it was tough because there was so many
There's
bears.
that one.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the yeah.
Oh, is that okay?
It's that one.
Which one's your favorite?
Favorite bear?
Yeah.
Kind of like Gomer who plays the.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like because his little thing goes up and down. And then is it Tennessee or Ted? I can't remember who plays the thing.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I like his weird little bird that sits on top of his instrument.
And there's
But
always
Sammy the
Big Al.
raccoon that sits on top.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I didn't get him on
Oh,
there
you couldn't.
because he's off to the side.
You have a lot of stuff
Yeah.
in this as
Yeah.
it is, so that's great.
There's so many bears.
And you know, us out in the West,
Yeah, you don't
these
get
will
catch bears.
always be
I was where
a
Winnie the
sore
Pooh was,
spot.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Winnie
And
the
if
Pooh out
you-
here took away Mr. Toad.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh's taking away everything.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And you know, if you go back, you've been at Disneyland where you go back. If you turn around, you can see the buffalo, or maybe it's not all three of them. It's just
What?
the ones. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the three guys that would be over here.
Yeah, on the side,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you turn around at a certain spot,
Yeah.
you can see either one of them or all three. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because in the Winnie the Pooh right here, and you go on that one, he's giving the deed.
Yeah.
Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad's, I like this a lot better than Mr. Toad. Okay, and then, so, son?
Son and daughter, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. The rest
Okay.
is just
No, that's, I love that you put that.
Dynamite code, yeah.
This is the classic.
Yeah.
Yes. So, that's so cool. Okay, well, I will let you sign up,
Yeah, sure.
and if you don't mind, that's awesome.
Yeah, no problem. So you were out here in September, and then
I was,
came back out again this week too. That's a good coincidence.
you guys,
Yeah.
yeah. Are you drawing anything
Yeah, sure,
special?
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
we'll
thought
do it.
all of you draw this. I actually framed the other one that you did. So,
What would you like?
what you want, pick. I don't care.
You want a Mr. Broccoli? You can do Mr. Broccoli.
You do, yeah.
Right.
So, so you down here a couple times, or are you just here?
For the festival, just this week, because I took my kids. They're here with me.
Okay.
When I was here in September, I didn't have any of my family with me. It
Yeah.
was just me.
Now, do you ever come out? You've come out before to Disneyland, haven't you?
Yeah, I was out there in August for D23. So then
Oh,
I
you
did
were.
a signing
Oh,
at,
okay.
At Wonderground the nights I was out there. I'm gonna be out again
Are you gonna come in for food and wine?
for Disneyland.
Food and wines, yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
It's just that like you said, like really kind of take care of you.
Although it's been interesting because Macbeth he says it's the opposite as far as being here. Like there, he's got a huge line. He's got 4 Disney employees taking care of his stuff, making sure everything's stocked,
Yeah, but
getting
he can-
stuff
he
to
can- he can
people.
drive.
Well, yeah.
If I do signing up there, I gotta.
You have to do the same thing. I see the same thing
Yeah,
then.
I would never. It's like I tell them, I was like, I can't afford to do that.
Oh, interesting. I'm sorry. So I interrupted you. You said you might be coming again.
Oh yeah, in for the 65th of Disneyland. So it's got to be like a big event, and then I'll come out for it or something like that. So,
Nice.
and actually, just the timing on it's perfect because that's a art show.
Okay. Well, then that'll be one that we need to plan, definitely. We're just far enough away that it's really hard to just get to something when like the weekend before an artist puts that they're going.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have
They
a
wanted
little
us
bit
out
of,
there in April because all this stuff's going to be out there.
Right, and that's what last year at the Food and Wine Disney at California Adventure, they sort of did a mini art thing.
Yes. Yeah, I saw people, and I mean, I could do it. It's just that it's like it gets expensive.
Yeah, yeah. Now, how long have you been doing Disney art?
For Wonderground, I started when they opened up, I guess 2013, and then I really started doing a lot of stuff for them in 2015. So
Okay.
kind of up when I started doing these ride posters. I think.
Yeah, so amazing. And have I asked you what's your favorite color? Which this green? Because that's what I love to look and see where people fit it in.
Yeah.
Especially where maybe it's not
this
usually.
Color, this teal, so
Okay, so like in there.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're great. Thanks so much for doing that.
Sure. Hopefully I'll see you out at
Oh, you'll see me sometime this year.
I'll probably be back down here again at some point.
One of the artists that we're most familiar with is David Doss, and we've been collecting pieces of his work for almost 17 years. What we love about his art are the beachscapes and how he incorporates the Disney characters and toys into them. This year we're going on our first Disney cruise, and to kind of celebrate that, we ended up buying 2 pieces of his art, which he then signed for us and dated for the period of the cruise that we went on. It was really cool. Another artist that we were introduced to this year is Dave Avanzino. He is well known for his artwork depicting park names using park icons. What is most unique about his art is that he uses 3-dimensional shapes and effects to produce them. If you look at the art here, you'll see that they appear to stand out from the background, and that's because of the technique that he uses. We were very fortunate that we were able to attend a workshop that he gave that introduced us to some of the basics of this technique. And as a result of that, we created our own 3D Mickey Mouse ears.
This last artist that we met was really a surprise. We were walking past the booth and saw this beautiful art with this vivid colors and details, and we couldn't believe how amazing it was. And then we looked at who the artist was, and it's Eric Dowdell. Now, you may know Eric Dowdell from his puzzles. He does country folk art and has done puzzles depicting places from all over the world. Now, the interesting thing about Eric is we actually live in Utah, probably 10 minutes away from him. So it was so much fun to talk with him, meet him for the first time, and find out about this brand new connection that he has with Disney.
So I always put the stories of the people in the piece. In fact, when you come into the studio, we have this huge wall that we're about to put a map along with a bunch of art, and so when people come in and buy stuff there, we'll end up putting them into the world's largest puzzle that we're building on the wall.
Oh, that's fun. So this one, we wanted to make it to our friend. Did you do that on the back or wherever? Well, I'm excited for you. This is really good.
I said, I had no idea.
And are you going to be in Disneyland too, doing some?
We're going to have an
stuff there?
actual gallery in Disneyland.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I found a partner who he just happens to be the grand nephew of Roy Disney. This is to whom? Sorry.
Marianne, so M-A-R-Y, capital A-N-N. Or yes, do them all in capitals.
Mary, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's smart. A-N-N.
No, yeah, this is perfect.
The Art of Disney store has relocated to the American Pavilion in the World Showcase. Most of the art that was being shown on the walls were original pieces that had been done by many of the artists at the festival. We are so glad that we could share our favorite thing in EPCOT, which is this great international arts festival. We plan to come every year and definitely recommend that you think about coming. There's so much to this festival that we didn't even get to, but for us, it's all about meeting the artists. If you like this video, please subscribe and make sure that you give us a like. We've got some great cruise videos coming up that you won't want to miss.